For the last number of years, Ryanair has been producing a calendar for charity which features members of their cabin crew. This year, the proceeds of the sales of the calendar will go to the charity Debra Ireland. Now, in a few minutes, I'll be speaking to Ryanair Chief Executive Michael O'Leary. But first, I want to have a word with some people in our audience, starting with Liz and Gary Scanlon and their gorgeous daughter, Claudia. Hello, Claudia. Hello, and Liz and Gary, welcome. Liz, will you tell me a little bit about this beautiful little child?
This is Claudia. Claudia is 8 years of age, and unfortunately she has EB, which stands for epidermolysis bullosa.
And what is that exactly?
Well, firstly, I suppose it's a horrific skin illness, really. In layman's terms, we all have 3 layers of skin: your dermis, your epidermis, and your collagen. And unfortunately, people that have EB are born with no collagen. So to knit the 2 layers together, so any friction, any extra touch to the skin would cause blisters, which in turn have to be burst and so on and so forth.
And what does that mean on a daily basis for Claudia, for example?
Every second day of Claudia's life, she would have a full dressing change from head to toe. She's 80% wrapped in bandages.
Even tonight, you're covered in bandages, are you? What is it like for you, Claudia? Is it a pain, or are you okay with it?
A pain.
Is it a pain? And who's your little friend there in your arms?
Both.
Is he your best friend? How long have you had him?
A few
1
years.
year. Really, 1 year? He looks well loved. Do you give him lots of hugs, do you? And what happens every day with the bandages? Can you tell me?
Well, like every Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays I get them done.
Yeah.
But the rest of the days I get the days off them.
Okay. And when you get them done, can you tell me what happens? How does it work?
We take them off and then get into the bath and then redress them again.
Okay. And is it sore?
Yeah.
Is it? And how long does it take to put the bandages on and take them off? Does it take hours or minutes, or what's it like?
Hours.
Is it? And does it get on your nerves having to do it all the time?
Yeah.
And who does it most for you? Who looks after you the most?
Well, on Fridays my mum and dad.
Yeah.
And then on Mondays and Wednesdays, Deirdre and Helen.
Deirdre and Helen, and they're your friends as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
And what school are you in, Louis?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. And what class are you in?
Second.
And what age are you?
8.
And do you like it in second class?
Yeah.
Who do you sit beside?
I sit beside Sarah.
Is she nice to you?
Yeah.
Are you good friends?
Yeah.
Does she cheat on her homework, or do you help her with her homework?
I don't help anybody.
You just help yourself. I like that. You just do your own. What's your favourite thing to do in school?
Art.
Art. And do you like painting and colouring and all that?
Yeah.
And who's your teacher there?
Miss Hanrahan.
Is she lovely?
Yeah.
She's not mean at all, is she?
No.
Okay. And this is a beautiful little girl, Claudia. Is she a good girl, generally speaking? You can speak your mind. If she's bold, I don't mind.
She's your typical 8-year-old, but she is an amazing child, I have to say. She puts us all to shame.
Why?
Because what she has to put up with on a daily basis, she's constantly in pain. And the whole knock-on effect of the disease, like she has osteoporosis.
Really, on top of everything?
Yes, it's just, because she's internally affected as well. So every single thing that we take for granted on a daily basis, going to the toilet, eating, sleeping, drinking, walking, is all affected by EB.
It's all affected. And what sort of future is there for Claudia now? Is she going to be okay? And how's that going to work? Or are you worried about that?
It's genetic, and there is no cure at the moment. And unfortunately, by the time she's a teenager, we will start to have to become vigilant around the wounds that, because skin cancer she's a 70% greater chance of getting skin cancer than you or I would. So that's what.
You have to be on high alert. She seems, you seem like a very happy, are you a happy girl, Claudia?
Yeah.
You seem very, very kind. You just got a kind little face, you know that, don't you? You're really lovely. And Emma, you're here with this. Do you have the same condition that we've been talking to Claudia about?
Yeah, exactly same.
And is it from birth that you get?
Yeah, I was born with it. I was born with no skin on my left foot and my right arm.
Right.
And they knew straight away something was wrong. I was born in Kilkenny and rushed straight to Crumlin Hospital there where they diagnosed me, and I spent 3 months there.
And what happened? We can see from your arms the physical, incarnation of what can happen. And were you born with fingers and hands and everything?
Yeah,
as
I was,
normal?
and over time they just fused together. It's just part of the condition again.
Yeah.
So.
And you're smiling through it.
Yes.
Was it always thus, or has it been a hard road for you to travel?
Everybody has their hard days, and it is very, very difficult. I mean, every day, every minute of every day you're in pain, and it's always a worry and a struggle, and there's so many obstacles put in your way, but you have a choice. You can get up in the morning and fight and live your day and do it as best you can, or you can stay in bed and not have a life. And I don't see why if you have a disability you should get out there and do your thing and do everything that everybody else can do if you're able. There will be obstacles, but you can overcome them.
And tell me, when you talk about, is having a bath or shower difficult? I mean,
Very
is that
difficult.
torture almost?
Yeah,
is it?
yeah. Even if you have a shower, it can be quite tough on the skin. The water, even hitting off the skin, can be quite sore.
Yes.
So you have to be very careful.
And coming here tonight, I mean, sitting here the way you are, is it difficult for you, or is this just another day at the office, albeit a bit of a weird one, if you know what I mean?
It's a struggle, but I mean, I love to do it. I'm very determined. I always have been, and my family have instilled that in me.
Yeah.
But it can be difficult, and you just have to get through it.
Okay, and Jimmy Fearon, you're the CEO of Debra Ireland, and you know, it's a condition I'm utterly unaware of, I have to be honest with you. So how many people in Ireland are suffering from this?
300 people suffer from it, and that translates into, in terms of our support for families, about 1,200, because the impact on a family is considerable in terms of all the close family and relations. In Liz's and Claudia's case, all of the family step in to help.
And when you raise funds, what do you spend the money on? What's it possible to do with it?
Well, the primary function is to bridge the gap between what the government provides and what is needed, and there's a gap there in terms of the health service and what's needed. So essentially we would provide a family support worker who'd go out and visit the families. We'd also assist with Crumlin, so we funded a nurse for a large number of years.
Yes.
We also do respite grants for the families in terms of holidays and breaks, which are critically important to families. So, and we'd also research is a big part of it as well, because the key to this is trying to find a cure for this horrific conditions. Yeah.
What would you like to happen most in your life? What would enrich your life more than anything else? Can I ask you?
Well, the future, I would love a cure ultimately, but it's very far from our grasp right now. I would love a treatment, new bandages, different things for pain. I mean, like I said, you're in constant pain, so something that will hit the pain. I mean, I'm on morphine and that doesn't work. Yeah. So something that
indicates
the
the strength of the pain you're in.
Yeah, it's constant pain. So something to hit that would be great.
Okay, well, thanks for coming to share your stories with us tonight. We appreciate it very much. And part of the reason we're here is because we have the Ryanair calendar proceeds, and to present the proceeds of the sale of the Ryanair calendar to Debra Ireland, would welcome, please, two of the stars of the calendar, Gillian Moore and Jolanta Koblowska, and indeed the Ryanair Chief Executive, Mr. Michael O'Leary, who join us over here now. First and foremost,
to give you one of these.
Yes, thank you, Michael. Thank you, very good.
You're lucky it's not Ryanair on it.
I tell you, I wasn't named after your plane, I can assure you. But tell me this: the cheque is for £100,000. It's a good move, and it's for a good charity, as we're hearing. I'd never heard of Debra before this week. Could you tell us why you chose that charity?
I didn't choose it. It's the cabin crew get together for each year for the last 5 years, produce a charity calendar. We take up all the costs and we give all the proceeds to charity. And with this year we got over 200 charities applied from Ireland, the UK, all across Europe.
Yeah.
And I think the Debra, and you've seen this evening why, with Claudia and Emma, touched the hearts of the cabin crew, and the girls decided that they wanted the money to go to Debra. And I think, you couldn't find a better or more rewarding charity. And like you, I'd never heard of either Debra, never heard of the skin conditions. So I think it's wonderful. So thanks to Jolanta, to Gillian, and to all the girls who took part in the calendar this year. You can see how well this money will be spent.
Jimmy, what are you going to do with a sum of money this size? How helpful will it be to you and Debra?
Well, it's Debra Spain and Debra Ireland did a joint pitch to Ryanair for this. So what it's going to mean for families is that Irish families can get a break, a respite break in Spain, and Spanish families can come to Ireland for a break. But a holiday for the likes of Liz and Claudia, who are going over to Marbella in April, is just so important to the families to be able to get a break. And the key bit is that they are able to go somewhere where all of the boxes are ticked, i.e. is there a medical team close by, are there nurses on hand, are the sheets on the bed of a quality that it won't damage the skin. And for us, we don't have to worry about that, and the money's going to be used to ensure that Liz, Claudia and the 300 families in Ireland are able to go on a good break.
Okay, well, it's a great donation, and well done too. Particularly grateful to Emma and Claudia for coming along tonight.